Welcome to the first ever South Dakota Realty News. I am your dapper host, John Gouger from Exit Realty Connection. We'll be recapping this month's trends in real estate in each of the major counties in South Dakota. Let's get right into it. Aberdeen, South Dakota. First, we'll start off with Aberdeen. It has experienced a little bit of a drop-off in inventory, 3% decrease, but that's nothing to be super concerned about. That's pretty normal with, coming in the winter months, especially in South Dakota, where basically if you step outside for 5 minutes, you basically die of hypothermia. And also with a 6% increase in listing prices over this year, I would probably expect houses being on the market for longer, but I think it'll regulate itself. Brookings, South Dakota. Next is the Paris of South Dakota, aka Brookings. You know it, you love it. Brookings, actually, it's been pretty stable at this point. There hasn't been a lot of drop off in inventory, but inventory overall has been pretty low. And you can probably see that with across the year. There hasn't been a lot of people selling, and there's been a lot of demand for buyers. And especially with listing prices keep going up and up and up, it really kind of shows that. Pretty stagnant with inventory this month, but this year it's about an 8% increase in listing prices. Pierre, South Dakota. Next, we have our state capital. Yes, I'm talking about Pierre. Again, how did you know? You're like a mind reader. Inventory-wise, it has been slaughtered. That's a pretty good word for it. Right now it's hovering in the 40s for inventory this month compared to the last month, and a 5% increase in the following month. Even Pierre this time last year, they were in the 150s, but you really can't recover from double-digit negative percentages within your inventory, and they had that for a couple of consecutive months. Spearfish, South Dakota. Next, we have Spearfish, South Dakota. Weirdly enough, this is probably one of the few outliers when inventory has actually increased by 4%. Pretty good, and also the average listing price has increased over the year in that area by 8%. It's suffering through the same thing. Inventory is still pretty low. Usually it's around the 200s, or at least the high 100s. Now it's kind of hovering around 130, mid 100s. It's not super drastic, but it's certainly something to look at. Mitchell, South Dakota. Mitchell, South Dakota is like the redheaded stepchild of the whole entire real estate industry right now in South Dakota. Because weirdly enough, their inventory has been increasing, drastically increasing. In 2018, 2019, they were just saying the teens, and then all of a sudden it's just shot up. Now it's in the 70s, 60s. And even though it has decreased 3% this month compared to last month, they're an anomaly. They are swimming in real estate, quote unquote, swimming in real estate, compared to the other years. A 9% increase in listing prices. Rapid City, South Dakota. With Rapid City, they're kind of having a little bit of an inventory issue with, especially over the summer. It has been recovering now. Again, really weird because it's during the winter months, but that's just kind of how it goes. Compared to this month, compared to last month, it's experienced a 1% increase, but in the latter months, about 9%, sometimes even in the double digits. Housing in the market is being recuperated more and more, especially kind of as the balance is tipping more. They have just an insane average listing price increase, which is at 23%. It blows my mind, and really it should kind of blow yours as well. I'm just saying, maybe. But this is a pretty insane housing market. And it's really interesting kind of to see what comes of this coming forward. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Last but certainly not least, Sioux Falls. It's really weird kind of looking at Sioux Falls because whenever you look at like any major news outlet, they're just drilling over Sioux Falls and the amount of growth that it's had. So with inventory, they're kind of recuperating as well, you know. They're getting back to normal, at least with the houses on the market. They're experiencing an increase of 12% this year for average listing prices and a really, really good 37 days in the market. So basically, houses there are just being picked up like that. USA! 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 And with the United States as a whole, the United States has been on average experiencing a average listing price increase by 13%. With inventory, there's about 1% increase, but we haven't really hit into the winter months yet. Last year, we did experience a 3% decrease on houses on the market. Kind of seeing from the trend now, usually with winter months, people don't move into houses because of houses, the weather, all that fun jazz. We can probably see a decrease in overall yearly houses on the market. It just remains to be seen right now. And that's it for the video. I know I'm sad to leave you. And don't worry, I'll be back next month and we'll be recapping the trends in real estate in the major South Dakota areas. All right, thanks for watching.